تقدم وشيو الطوال ذي وشيو تقدم وشيو.
Hello good people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who haven't been here before, hi, my name is Alna and I hope that you stick around. So about, I want to say a week ago, I was playing around with my makeup and trying to get those creative juices flowing again like I was talking about in my previous video. And I came across some green eyeshadow and that made me think of a customer I had when I worked retail that told me that she was too afraid to use colorful eyeshadows even though she loved them. But she was too afraid to wear them because she was afraid it'll look like someone had punched her in the face. Why not make it into a little series where I show how to use colorful eyeshadows without it looking like someone has punched you in the eye. So this might go without saying, but today's color is green. So if you want to know how I achieved this look and how to use green without it looking like you have the biggest, freshest bruise, please keep on watching. Since I have already done my base, I have also prepped my eyelids, but I do like to go over with some additional powder to make sure that the eyeshadows really stick. For this particular look, I want a sharp wing, so I go in with some surgical tape to use as a guide, a so-called taped liner. Because we want to prevent that bruise looking effect, I'm going to start off with this so-called transition shade. That is so that the shadows we lay on top has something to blend into. I'm starting off with this light brown shade that I just sloppily blend all over the lid up to my brown bone. Next, on a more tapered blending brush, I'm going in with this darker brown that I apply with a patting motion on the outer portion of my lid before I use more circular motions and work it into the lid and blend it up through the crease. Because we're going for a more smoky look here, I'm starting all the shades from the outer portion of the eye. You're probably thinking, but Anna, weren't you supposed to use green? Yes, I am. But like I said, we want something that the green can blend into, and these shades prevent that bruise effect. This is the last brown shade I'm going to apply, which is a neutral brown that's going to work as a base for our green hues. I use the same brush with the same patting motion, and I apply it to the outer portion, but concentrate closer to the lash line to create that smoky effect. Now my friends, we're going in with the green. On the same tapered blending brush, I'm going in with this lighter shade of green, applying it to the outer portion of my eye with a light patting motion, going in a circular motion and blending it slightly above the crease. This is the so-called transition shade of the green ones, but see how it blends into the other shade? This is why it's called a transition shade, to make the transition smooth and seamless and not like someone punched you in the face. See how the green hue is already building up? With this dark shade of green, I'm repeating the same step that I did with the dark brown, placing it on the outer portion with a patting motion and concentrating it in the outer part with a circular motion before taking it through the crease. It's all about creating gradient. Now we're moving on to the mobile eyelid, which is where we haven't applied any shadow yet. And I want to apply metallics, and like I said, it's all about creating gradient. Since the outer portion is now all smoked out, on a flat concealer brush, I'm starting off with the darkest metallic shade on the 2/3 part of the eye in a patting motion, working it up towards the crease and down towards the lash line, and slightly blend it out into the abyss we got going on over here. I'm going in with a slightly lighter green metallic, again gradient. So I'm applying this right next to the darker one and lightly blend it into it to create the gradient and make it seamless. This must be my favorite green shadow that I have in my entire collection. To make the green really pop, with my finger I'm going in with a third metallic green shade and just pat it on top of the seam that is between where there's no shadow and the other green shade. As green is on the warm spectrum of their color wheel and is a combination of red and yellow, I'm going in with this gold tone shade and applying it where I haven't applied any shade yet. The inner corner of my eye, and again slightly blend it into the light green shade to make it seamless. Then I also take a little bit of this light metallic shade, more of a highlighter, to open up my inner corners. And now for the great reveal. Using tape like this is such a trust the process moment, but I was really pleased with how this turned out. Then I just touch up the seams where the tape has been before I repeat the steps on my lower lash line. But first I'm going in with this dark eyeliner to create some more depth. Because there's so much action on the top lid, I want to keep my lower lash line pretty simple. Therefore, I just go in with the darkest brown that I use on the top lid, as well as the darkest green shade, just to make the entire look cohesive. Moving on, just to finish up my face, I put on my bronzer, a little bit of blush, and of course some setting spray. I also go off camera to do my mascara before I finish my lips. And that is one way how to use green eyeshadow in a look. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching.
Cuchillo.